About some CSS how-to and what you should do and what you should not do. Now, our CSS file that we have that we're working with today, we're going to walk through some of the ways that you could better organize your code and things that you should and shouldn't do. So a lot of times you notice that sometimes you are editing a CSS file that it looks like this. Now, what's hard about this is the readability of your code. That's the first thing. Readability of your code should be something that you should strive for because you may not be the only person working at it. So let's take a look here at our line here, and you can see that all the properties are on a single line. So what we want to make sure is that we can read this going forward. So let's reorganize this code in a way that would make that makes it a little bit easier to read. So let's do a div, open and close our div, and then we can start putting in our properties. Our heights, the background color. And then we get into our paddings. So I'm going to rewrite this as shorthand, where on the other line it's written out long. So I'm going to do 10 pixels, 20 pixels, 40, 100. And then same thing with our margin. We have 100 pixel, 20 pixel, 40 pixel, 100. And then our border. 4 pixels, solid, black. So now you can see our code looks a lot easier to read and a lot for not just for yourself to organize the code, but for other people coming in and looking at it as well. Another thing when you're organizing your code is to look at how you actually define your properties and when you define them. I tend to like to do my widths and heights first, and then get into more of the layout features after that. That way I can always assume what something is first by reading top to bottom.